Hey, Jack from Jackdeville and Mr. Black here today to show you the different modes of the Tapex 2. You can see we've got our handy Tapex 2 right here, and right now we are in our choice mode indicated by the green LEDs. We can switch modes really quickly and easily by simply pushing the choice damaged 1 switch. You'll notice that the LEDs changed from green to red, indicating that we are now in damaged 1 mode. I designed the choice mode to emulate a tape echo running in good shape, with fresh tape, non-worn mechanical parts, and components that are within spec. Damaged 1 mode is a little bit different. This is a bit more like you'd see a tape echo after years and years of use, something you might find at a garage sale where components have drifted out of spec, the tape's dirty, it's seen its share of wear and tear, all the mechanicals are starting to kind of get a little loose and funky, and it really does show in the sound of it. Let's have a listen. We'll start here in our choice mode, indicated by the green LEDs. I'll play a little lick using just these settings as shown, then switch over to the damaged 1 mode, and we'll have a listen to the same settings in the damaged 1 mode. This is the choice mode. So you can hear in the choice mode that the repeats are brighter, crisper, and that while there is a little bit of modulation, it's nothing that wouldn't be out of the ordinary in a good running tape echo. You'll also notice that there's not a lot of saturation with the actual tape repeat sound. When we switch over to damaged 1 mode, you'll really see these things start to change. Why don't we go ahead and do that? Switching over from choice to damaged 1 is really quite simple. Just push the choice damaged 1 mode here, and you'll see the lights change from green to red, indicating that we are now in damaged 1 mode. So let's have a listen to that same lick with the same settings in damaged 1 mode. You'll notice the repeats are a bit murkier, more saturated. That mod's more present as all the mechanical components have started to kind of wear and get grungy and kind of gunked up. There's a neat little trick we'll cover in just a little bit that's built into both modes but exaggerated in damaged 1 as some of the mechanicals have started to wear. So you can probably hear quite a difference there in damaged 1 mode. The repeats are a bit darker, milkier, and the mod's a bit more present as the mechanical components have worn. You may have even noticed a little bit more tape saturation as I dug in a little bit more. While there's a ton of details and nuances to the sound of the Tapex 2, there's one that's present in both modes that may not seem immediately apparent, and in the damaged 1 mode is definitely a bit more prominent. I'm thinking of one of those old machines that a lot of us are familiar with, and it had a little slider that would allow you to control the time. Well, as those things got older, that slider would start to kind of bind, and while you'd push it, you'd have to get a little bit more force, and it would kind of lag a little bit in the time that it would take for it to catch up to whatever your new time was. Well, this resulted in some pretty neat bendy, kind of warbly effects, and also an interesting speeding up effect that would happen when you would change the time. Well, in Damaged 1 mode, we've captured that, and I'm going to give you a little walkthrough on how to really bring that forward, and some of the neat sounds you can make with exploiting that particular nuance. The settings we're going to use in this example are going to use a very short time and a very high level of repeats. We're going to save that as a preset, play a lick, then recall that preset, and then instantly disengage it. And you'll hear the time start to speed up. The repeats, of course, will go crazy. And then when we disengage it, the time will slow down again, the repeats will begin to die off, and we'll hear that speeding up and slowing down thing exaggerated in the Damaged 1 mode. Let's go ahead and do that. Now that our settings are saved as a preset, let's play a lick, engage that cool preset, and hear that. Pretty cool, huh? Well, hopefully that helps give you an idea of the differences between choice and damaged one mode in the Tapex 2. See you next time.